Hey everybody, alright, I'm going to be making fried rice, and I learned what I was doing wrong, and now I understand why my fried rice always came out soggy and didn't work right. So, the first step is, you take your rice, and I'm going to be making 1 cup of rice, so I'm going to put my rice in the rice cooker. It is a lot easier to use a rice cooker than to do this on the stove. And so that's what I'm going to be doing for my test. So what I'm doing is I've got my rice in here. I'm going to put the water in. I'm going to let the rice cooker do its thing. And then after that, I will come back and continue with the next step. One thing I want to say, some people say that you need to use Calrose rice. Some people say you can use basmati. Everybody's got their own way with this fried rice thing. Use whatever rice you want. Just ignore all the experts because everybody's an expert on this. Use whatever rice you want. As far as seasoning, use whatever seasoning you want. Some people say you need to use soy sauce. Other people say don't use soy sauce. When you're frying it, some people say you need to use oil. Other people say don't use oil. Do whatever you want to do and ignore all the experts who can't agree on anything. So, the rice is in, the water is in. I'm going to steam the rice right now and then go to the next step. Alright, rice cooker says it's done. So I'm going to shut this thing off. I'm going to open it up. A lot of steam's going to come out. Alright, there's the rice. The next step to make steamed rice, fried rice, after you have the steamed rice, is you let this stuff cool. The trick is, after it's cool, you take this rice and you put it in the refrigerator and you keep it in there from anywhere from 1 to 3 days. You cannot make fried rice if the rice is soggy or if it's just come out of the cooker or the stove. The trick is it has to go in the refrigerator and it has to get cold and clumped up. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator when it cools down, and I'll come back here tomorrow and I'll take out the cold rice and we will make fried rice together and see how it comes out. Alright, continuation. The rice has been in the fridge overnight and there it is over there. Show that to you in a minute. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to be making, I'd like to make pork fried rice, but I'm just going to make fried rice. So I'm going to take 2 eggs, get the pan hot. I'm going to take 2 eggs, and well, that yolk broke, which is good because it's going to be scrambled. So you want to scramble 2 eggs, which I'm doing here right now. You can't really see that they're broken, but that's the first step. Scramble 2 eggs. Alright, I didn't put any butter in here, and it's the first time I'm using this wok, which was supposed to be a no-stick wok, and I'm burning my hands because it's so hot. Ow! But you want to scramble your 2 eggs, and then after that, you'll take them out of the pan and you put the rice in there. Alright, scrambled eggs came out really nice, as you can see. Not so nice. I didn't put butter in there. Now I'm going to put some oil in here. You want to get your pan extremely hot. So I'm going to turn it up pretty high. The fire is going to go really high. If you have an electric, do the best you can. Get the temperature up pretty high. I'm going to put some oil in here, and then I'm going to toss the rice in and see if it fries. Alright, you're supposed to use about a tablespoon. I don't know. I don't like using oil because it sets off my smoke detector. A lot of people say you got to use certain oils. As I told you, use whatever the heck you want. And get that oil kind of hot. And then you pour your rice in there. And then you stir it around a little bit and let it fry, and hopefully it's going to come out right. But you have to put it in the refrigerator overnight and get it cold and clumpy. This is still not so clumpy. It's been in there for about 15 hours. It should stay in probably even longer so it gets cold and clumpy and dries out. But here we go. Here's the big test. Okay, the oil's starting to boil. So there we go. Probably should have cleaned the egg out of here so that doesn't burn and start this thing smoking. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to shut off the camera and give this about 2 minutes. Alright, I think my smoke detector is going to go up pretty soon. I'm going to put the egg back in there. It's been frying for about a minute. You know, the thing about this wok, the heat is just intense coming from a wok compared to a pan. Like I said, some people say don't use soy sauce. I'm going to use some teriyaki sauce because I love teriyaki. And we'll see how this comes out. It smells really good. Alright, it's been cooking for probably, or frying for 2 or 3 minutes. Again, with a wok, the heat is just coming right up on my hand and burning it. So you might want to use some very long-handled utensils. That's what it looks like. I'll let it cool down for a little bit and let you know if this is the right way to make fried rice. Fried rice with egg, because I don't have any meat right now. But I'm sure if I had meat to put in here, this would probably be incredible. Alright, I just scooped some fried rice and egg up here. Let me see if this stuff tastes like what you would get in a Chinese restaurant. Wow, that's actually very good. It needs to be fried a little bit more. Let me try that. It's good. Whoa. Alright, I'm frying it just a little bit more. And then I'll let you know if it makes a difference. I probably used 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil, where people said don't. I used teriyaki sauce, where people said don't. And I used whatever rice I wanted, where people said you shouldn't. Alright, I'm blowing on this right now. Woo, that's hot. Absolutely delicious. And I can tell you this is exactly like what you would get in a restaurant. And the best time to eat Chinese rice is not when it's made, but the next day. So, you saw how I made it. Very good. Leave it overnight so that it can get cold and clumpy. Make it, and then what I would do is leave it in the fridge, at least for a few hours. After it's cooled, of course. And let the rice do what it needs to do, age a little bit. And this is incredible. Very easy way to make pork fried rice, chicken fried rice, rice with egg, or just fried rice. Alright, make sure you watch all my other videos. Do the thumbs up, subscribe, go to my channel page, donate if you can. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Hey, I found some chicken in the fridge from Costco. So I put some little chicken pieces in here so I can really give you a good review besides just rice and egg. So I just took some of the white meat, broke it up. I didn't even heat it up. It's sitting here in the hot rice. And probably be better if it sat in here for a while and soaked. But here's the test. See if this is any good. That's what it is. Let me get that right up to the camera. Chicken and rice. Chicken and fried rice with egg. Oh my God. That is so good. This is so good. Try to use any rice besides white rice because that really makes your blood sugar level skyrocket. And yeah, I'm going to be making this all the time. Very good.